Aspen, Colorado, one of the most iconic towns in the state. Surrounded by some of the most photographed mountains in the state of Colorado as well. So in this video, we're going to go over the top 10 things to do in and around the town of Aspen. The first one may be an obvious, but these are the Maroon Bells, the most iconic and photographed mountains in the state of Colorado. To get to these two peaks, you can take a bus from the town of Aspen that runs multiple times a day. I'll put a link down below for the reservation list, which you will need on weekends. And the bus takes you up to Maroon Lake, seen here. If you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, you can hike up to Crater Lake, which sits just below the Bells, or hike around it in a weekend-long backpacking trip called the Four Pass Loop. You will need a permit for this. And if you're feeling even more adventurous, you can hike to the top of them. Now, these are difficult peaks to hike, so you should have some experience in mountaineering. Another cool place to check out would be the grotto/ice cave area. Now, a few very short hikes will take you to these unique and interesting geological features located just north of Aspen on the Roaring Fork River, but also there's some nice places to have a picnic here. And of course, in the town of Aspen, we have its beautiful downtown, where there is a lot to see and do, whether you want to check out a brewery or some fine dining or a quick snack, or just take a gondola ride or sightsee around town. It is really a beautiful downtown. One of the roads that goes into Aspen is Independence Pass. It's one of the highest paved roads in the United States and is only open in the summer. Now, Independence Pass is a very scenic drive going from Twin Lakes into Aspen, and I highly suggest taking this drive at least once, whether coming in or leaving Aspen. The views from the top are phenomenal, and you're going to catch phenomenal views the whole way down as well. A nice small pullout to check out would be the one near the Weller Campground, and then you can take the half-mile out and back again hike to Weller Lake that goes right over the Roaring Fork River. Pretty cool view. Now, if you're looking for hot springs, you will find that near Aspen, and that is Conundrum Hot Springs. It is a 17-mile out and back again trail. Most people camp at the hot springs, and you will need a permit in order to hike to these hot springs. I'll provide a link for that down below. Now, if you're looking for something a little more easier, just drive an hour to the town of Glenwood, where there are a couple hot springs options. I'll put a video about Glenwood Springs up in the corner. Another fun thing to do would be to check out the ghost town of Ashcroft. Not too far away from Aspen, it is a well-kept-up ghost town by the Aspen Historical Society. The trails are very accessible, and it's a very easy place to explore. A lot of the buildings are kept up, so you can go inside of them. There is a $5 fee for the Aspen Historical Society, who maintains the buildings, but you're also going to find nice wildflowers and a picnic area near the river. On the same route, you can get to the trailhead of Castle and Conundrum, which are two fun 14ers to hike, and definitely a bit easier than the Maroon Bells. I enjoyed these two 14ers. I hiked them way back in 2012, and I think they're a good addition to any Aspen vacation, but you will need a high clearance vehicle to get to the trailhead, or at least to cut out a good amount of hiking. Here is the less known and more secretive Grizzly Reservoir, which is located above Aspen near Independence Pass. You will need a high clearance vehicle to get to this reservoir, but there's a lot of activities to do here, such as taking out your paddleboard or just enjoying the water, not to mention a hike to the Grizzly Lake above the reservoir. It is a neat area to check out, and there's a bunch of camping around this area as well. Another fun hike from the Grizzly Reservoir would be the Anderson Petroleum Lakes. These two alpine lakes are absolutely beautiful and a great visit. You could hike to these two lakes straight from the Grizzly Reservoir, which is about a 12-mile one-way trip. But if you continue to drive up Lincoln Creek Road, which gets a bit more difficult after the reservoir, you can make it to the Anderson Lake Trailhead, which makes it a 4-mile out and back again trip to these two lakes. Now, if you're enjoying this video and want to find out more things to do in the great state of Colorado, then just subscribe and check out my older videos. All I do is make videos about Colorado. I've been traveling this state for decades and thousands of miles, so pretty much anything you want to know about Colorado, I have it and I've been there. If I don't have a video now, there will be a video coming out soon, or if you don't want to wait for a video, check out my map, link down in the description below. Now, if you're looking for something easy, fun, and relaxing to do near the town of Aspen, you can float down the river. If you take Highway 82 above Aspen, literally just right above the town, you can find the Southgate Put-In on the Roaring Fork River. Anything from the Southgate to the takeout on the Roaring Fork River is super easy flowing. So easy that I've even seen people paddle up it. You can also find a nice place to stop called the beach, a super nice place to relax and chill out for a bit. But if you're looking for something just a little more challenging, you can drop in at the Wildwood and float down. All right, before I get to number 10 and the last one on this list, I want to go through a couple of awesome runner-ups. One is the Independence Pass Ghost Town. This ghost town is right off of Independence Pass, and it's pretty cool to check out. It's also restored and kept up by the Aspen Historical Society, and you can donate money there to their cause. Just above that, you can find the trailhead for Independence Lake. It's just a quick 2-mile alpine hike to Independence Lake. Or if you want something a little shorter, you can do the half-mile hike to Lincoln's Lake on the same trail. I did it in the summer of 2019 when there was way too much snow, so this is what I got. Another thing to check out in town would be the John Denver Sanctuary and surrounding parks. These parks are very peaceful and beautiful and surrounded by water features and are fun for the whole family. And the other one would be the Crystal Mill. Now I include this one because of Way of Bird. It is very close to Aspen, but the fastest way to get there would be drive all the way to the town of Marble and then take the 4x4 trail to the Crystal Mill. It is quite the journey to get there from Aspen, but super beautiful nonetheless, so I thought I'd include it. All right, now let's get to the last one. This is Devil's Punch Bowl, a popular place to swim, relax, or jump off the cliff. Now, disclaimer here, diving off cliffs or jumping off cliffs is very dangerous. Now, there could be hidden rocks or something you don't see, so when you're there, be sure to be very careful. Now, if the water is raging and super fast, don't even think about jumping. Just see what other people are doing there and have fun. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the video out. And have a great summer.